So the Order's right about one thing. We attract Voidwoken. Am I the lone survivor? Only one way to find out. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore. These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. The face is familiar. What's left of it? He was aboard the ship.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing...
He sighs, dramatic.
Tell me, What do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? White. Which goes for the dry parts round here too.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I...
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the Seven have mercy. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Truly. A kind offer indeed. Fine. I act on one for reasons I'll not disclose right now. It is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to... Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further...
A black cat. Maybe my luck is about to change.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. I never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never. I never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
Alexander. But wait, he's too well protected here.
Now stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, you!
Bishop Alexander looks up at the sound of your voice, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then Atrusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood fall.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atrusa. To think you would... The fate of our realm hangs in the balance, Alice.
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her...
Where is he?
Rubbish. What's this? I found something. I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head...
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some... Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his...
I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the...
I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by... Oh! You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, so, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, please. It is far too complicated. No, but once I have extracted... And then I can return to finding my people. At least from this realm. As for the others... Well... There is... I suppose, circumstances being... You seem more... at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing... Perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot hand... I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well. Let...
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. Master was a lizard. She sent us here. Me, Ma and Pa. She was not. It's their fault I'll never see Ma and Pa again. How do you know? You're really nice. I like you. You can have this. I found it out.
The child smiles. She starts tracing small shapes, heart.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please, please, just...
Can you feel it? Can you feel the darkness approaching? Does it cast a long shadow on you as it does me? It threatens to consume me. It threatens to
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming. Prepare yourself.
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay. Pay up, Elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours. I'll wipe that grin off your ugly mug, mate. Learn to mind your own beeswax.
Oh God, not now.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
From the din outside.
Got you!
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
Call a timeout! I feel him, but I do not see him.
She smiles.
I won't forget your aid, friend. Perhaps I can be of aid to you. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, it gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family run. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but thank you.
Whoever kills the other is the boss! Wait, I call a timeout!
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need? It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making... I hear of no escape in this cave.
Wait, I call a timeout! Whoever kills the other is the boss! Wait, I call a timeout! You're cheating! I magicked you! You're dead!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You're cheating! I magicked you! You're dead! Whoever kills the other is the boss! You can't get me!
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you when you approach. She smiles as though she...
Ah, hello. Quite the blood-soaked journey has led you here. You are not who you once were, and I sense you are not yet who you will be. I see it before my eyes.
Wary all of a sudden, she takes a step back from...
I cannot offer you much more than my sympathies. Our fates are intertwined.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way, Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. Yes, please ask. feel him, but I do not see him.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Loyalists.
Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave. By the Queen's beard, it looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh? Colour me unimpressed, you old brew. It's always the braggarts who cry the hardest when you stitch them up. Lucky for you.
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
I've no time for that sort of attitude. Not scared of a little elbow grease, are you? A fella ought to know how to put himself right. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Dane's as stubborn as an old steer. Says he don't believe in alch. Still, my job ain't to judge, but to heal. Or if that feels business savvy, don't be prof... What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes, anyhow?
Oh, my...
He smacks your hand.
You're trying to kill me, ain't you? Get! Get!
Oh, I don't think so, mister. You'll return to your bed or I'll flatten you myself.
My eye...
Yes, I'm sure you will. Now lay down. You, sir. I'll thank you not to provoke my...
Get your ugly mug out.
What do you think? Our healer's walk is never done. Unless everyone's dead, of course. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? An old Dean here, a poor fella over there, crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't be...
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for the... And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this in...
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be... Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something. Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
And what you after?
A grin cracks her
Sure thing. Get bent. Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend. He will protect us. Do not doubt that he will...
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube, and you were... Iffen Ben Mesd, right? Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I heard the same. Do you know what this means?
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheek. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much more to say about it, I guess. Papa Joris used to tell me, Losa. Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what. I've given a few shows around Reaper's Coast. Might be you saw a poster or a flyer. Might be you even heard about the, incident. Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill. There was a great crowd. They were really feeling it. But I guess it was too good. I had me a little source flare-up. Everyone went a bit, I don't know, wild, rabid. I snapped out of it before anyone got hurt, but the Magisters caught me backstage afterwards. Ah, it's nothing really, it's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's 'cause you're like but I'm a roadside inn. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking, so, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought.